You guys get mad at me all the time for hating on white cockatoos. First of all, I don't hate them. However, I don't believe most people are cut out to have them. And I have rarely seen them thrive in captivity, which is why I believe that most people should not have them. This video kind of proves my point.
For her. So I filled one out.
You did? Oh, sweet. Okay, perfect.
How you feeling?
Nope, 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 nope.
Whoa. All right, Dave. Jump on in here, buddy. Get on in on this.
Hi, buddy.
Do you like sunflowers?
Oh my god.
Oh.
He likes to hide behind people when he's scared.
Oh,
Huge disclaimer before we go on with this video. Murphy's owners are not at fault here. They have done an amazing job with Murphy. Murphy's history is horrific. So is his diet where I want it to be? No. Is it optimal? No. Is he the least bit interested in treats? Nope. You'll find that out eventually. However, Murphy's owners have made leaps and strides to make his life better from his previous owners, which I don't even know that you could give them a good name. He was literally an alcoholic. No joke. I'm not going to include how bad his history is, but I just want you guys to know that there's some really crappy humans out there who should never have animals, or little humans for that matter, and it's really unfortunate. And luckily there's really amazing people who invest in these animals and try to make their lives better and worthwhile. So moving on from that, I just want you guys to know that we are not set up optimally diet-wise. We're not set up optimally hormone-wise, and we do have really in-depth conversations with Murphy's owners about all of these topics to set them up for success after they leave the class. We also have a lot of conversations about cockatoos in general and how they're so easily reinforced by all the things, especially the things we don't want them to be reinforced by. They find pleasure in so many things that we're just like, no, don't like that. And it complicates things, and it makes it really, really difficult to work in that environment. We as humans also accidentally reinforce a lot of things. So you guys are going to see a ton of accidental reinforcement in this class where they're doing it with good intentions. They're trying to make Murphy feel more comfortable and better and comfort him, but through doing that, they're reinforcing a lot of fear and avoidance behaviors. And we do that because we're human and we make mistakes and we're just trying to be good people. But a lot of the times it ends up enabling fear-based responses. So keep that in mind when watching this video. What else? That was just kind of my main disclaimer. I don't want anybody hating or bashing the owners of my masterclass videos ever. They came to a class to learn to do better by their birds, and I want that to always be at the forefront. And the fact that they are allowing me to share their learning experiences with the entire world and be in this judgment zone of anyone can say anything. Say something nice. Please say something nice. That's all. Nope. See you later. Oh man.
And see,
Look
this
at
is kind
this.
of our problem. Nobody wants to try to pick him up for the floor.
Sure. Oh my gosh. So the reason the comment is made about nobody wanting to try to pick Murphy up off the floor and why I'm trying to get Dave to do it, but Murphy's obviously scared of him for whatever reason, is that birds become extremely hormonal on the ground. They can usually find dark, nesty places, and that usually triggers aggression, and so they can become incredibly aggressive on the ground as well. I see this most commonly with male cockatoos and male Amazon parrots, but it's not just specific to those types of birds or those gender of birds by any means. That's just where I see it the most. So obviously Murphy wants to come out only to hide among his favorite human, Shannon, but it's making it real awkward. Will he get up on your arm, Shannon?
Maybe I can try. Stop moving hard. Stop.
What did he just do?
Did you just catch that?
Yeah, Mark.
The second she said step, almost as a command, it changed his posture. So it tells me he's probably had experience in the past where he's been like forced to do things.
I feel like he's gonna escalate hormonally. That's Dave,
He's
it's
usually
not
pretty
good.
good around her, even when he's escalated. He won't bite her, but he's just very snuggly and nesty.
Yeah, I just mean if any of us move in when he's escalating, it's
Why
not.
don't you try walking over to see?
Now he's coming forward towards Shannon.
Back up a little bit here and see if you can get him on the blanket so that way. He's like, I don't like that blanket.
We're really trying to avoid Murphy getting too heightened. You can see his crest go up here and we all kind of have to back off a little bit.
Can you sneak your arm under and scoop him up?
Picture.
Unless you know what it means, yeah.
Exactly.
Is he nibbling on your shoe? No, he's just kind of doing the cockatoo thing.
I don't trust that body language.
Why not? We're definitely at a disadvantage with Murphy already on the ground and us spending so much time trying to figure out how to get him up off the ground. He's getting a lot of self-reinforcement by cuddling into Shannon. She's often petting him and kind of enclosing him into this sort of nesty position. He's being very hormonal and nesty with her. And so we're having a hard time approaching without having to worry about maybe him turning and biting her. Would like her scooping him up work?
Is that possible?
Me or
Are you,
her?
are you able
Oh,
to just kinda,
Shannon.
like, scoop him up and put him on the perch?
Probably not.
No?
I
Okay.
tried to. He doesn't like.
Okay.
He tried to bite me.
Oh, okay.
With a bird that has an intimidating beak, are you allowed to go at them with a perch from the floor? Is that a good or a bad?
He'll panic if you do that.
And he'll just climb up on me.
Yeah. Which maybe wouldn't be a bad thing.
A way to.
Yeah, I was trying to. It's a fine line between like pushing him to the point where he gets heightened and then we can't work with him.
Yeah, we're trying
Yeah.
not to escalate him, especially around the kiddo. Which,
Well,
like,
I tell my grandchildren, because my bird will work with the little kids, no problem, well, to a degree, and I tell them to go in with intention. They're afraid of getting bit naturally, and they should be. I tell them it's okay to be afraid, but I work with horses, so it's more giving them the opportunity to express themselves, the animal.
Yeah.
So what I tell my kids is just to go in with intention. Look the other way if you need to, but go in there with your hands, and the bird gets right on. Doesn't even think about it. Just gets right on.
Yeah, and there's a
you want to
fine.
give it a try?
Let's see it.
Yeah, there's a fine line with like forcing the bird and then that intention. So there's definitely the intention plays a role, and I think that you could see some of that with the macaw just a moment ago. That with this bird would get me bitten, for sure.
Okay, but I think more of this is just making him more nesty. So,
Stand.
I don't know what I want her to do.
I know, it's so hard with him. It's just, there's not an easy answer when he gets like this.
Think we can get him just onto this if it's sideways?
Possibly, if I like went over there and he could try to.
Yeah.
Possibly to his cage, he might feel comfortable enough
Yeah,
to
because
climb
there's a
up
perch up
on.
top.
Uh-huh.
You want to put his cage on the bottom?
Yeah, we can try.
So we try having Shannon move and get up, and suddenly the stool's there, and we're kind of hoping that maybe since it's climbable length or height, he might climb it, but as soon as Murphy sees it, it's a total no-go. He's like, where the heck did that come from? And you think I'm getting on it? You are crazy. So he avoids the stool completely. Obviously, he's just walking away, completely avoiding it. Dave tries to offer to have him to step up. For whatever reason, he's really avoiding Dave. He's unwilling to step up for him. And Dave's really the only person brave enough to offer. Every time I get close and try to be like Dave, Murphy sees right through my soul and knows that I'm actually terrified inside, and he never backs up from me. If anything, he'll actually start to come towards me in some of the parts of the video where I do this, which I was running, so I don't have any footage other than the ground. Just kidding. Anyways, the moral is cockatoos don't fear me. I fear them.
Buddy, come on.
Oh, he didn't eat that.
Okay, you know what? I knew he wasn't like intimidated by me at all.
to get this. This is extremely rare footage.
Of a cockatoo not cooperating.
I bet you guys never see that.
You want me to move somewhere?
Yeah, so come back to the other side of the cage.
Okay, so I'm not 100% chicken, just about 98%. So I do decide to get involved. I put the camera down. That's really helping me. It's really hard to read body language through a lens, and as you guys are discovering. And so I start trying to target Murphy on or around his carrier. As you can see, it's really unsuccessful, even though they have said that he is target trained. Are you looking at it? No. Pull back. You climb up. Let's make a deal.
No.
Do it.
No.
Maybe if one of us kind of walks so he walks away from her.
Oh, he's chasing you.
Thanks.
Where are you going?
Deep breath.
Oh, so far away. I don't want to play this game.
Well, he doesn't like me when I'm, no. We know that.
Murphy.
Come on. Come on, Bubs.
He's just going for
Yeah, he just wants to
nesting in
hide.
her.
I wonder what would happen. Murphy, seriously, this is ridiculous. You know what, Shannon? Why don't you sit down and then he can get on your foot or get farther over to the cage and see.
That way.
I don't want to do it just because you want me to do it.
Do you want to step out?
Oh.
Murphy.
Murphy, seriously.
Those of you wondering, this is why we don't have cockatoos at the master classes ever.
Go forward. Yeah, I know. Go forward. On her feet.
You're gonna make him bite me.
Put your feet together now. Now that he's not in between them. Yeah. I'm playing with your toy. This is the coolest thing ever. You want to play with it?
Legitimately though, this is why we don't usually have cockatoos.
Ooh, look at this. Okay, guys. I've edited this down for you. This is like lasting a good 45 minutes. I've cut it down to 15 minutes for you guys. It's just brutal. So brutal. We feel like we can't even get started based on this scenario. And so we have other people in this class. They're throwing out suggestions. One of the suggestions was using some sort of dowel or perch to kind of go at Murphy and lift him up on that, since everybody's too scared to put their arm down and get bit, except for Dave. One, we don't have something like that, although I'm sure we could find one. But two, we've been told by the owners that that would really heighten and scare Murphy into possible aggression. So apparently something like that has been utilized in a bad way in his past, and so we don't want to trigger him to where he could get aggressive, because the only person he's making contact with is Shannon. We just don't want to lose him entirely and have him quit on us, because cockatoos will often quit if you just push them over their boundaries and limitations. So we're trying to maintain Murphy not completely freaking out, spazzing out, getting overly heightened, but we're also trying to push just hard enough that we get the behavior that we want, which is just him off the ground. So far that's been really difficult to accomplish. So we are getting asked questions. I wanted to include the answers for you guys. One, because there's a lot of comedy in it, because obviously this was like one of those funny, not funny situations that often was hilarious, and we tried to keep it lighthearted and stuff because it was obviously a crummy situation for everybody. But also I just want to keep in the education in there and have you guys understand where we're coming from on why we may be doing things or why we may not be doing things that other people are suggesting to do, or that you may even be suggesting to do in the comments after the fact of like, hey, why didn't you do this? Hopefully it answers your question to kind of hear our answers in real time, because there's only so much that you can push before an animal completely flips on you and you've just pushed it beyond its bounds, and there's no coming back from that in the amount of time we have.
The problem is, well, there's a lot of problems. So the diet's the biggest issue, and the hormones are another issue. The species is probably the biggest issue.
We haven't found a reward.
Yeah, like he's not taking treats.
and he's only going to her to escape. It's like avoidance behavior, and then it's turning really hormonal.
It's one of the reasons these are difficult pets, is because this could be very self-reinforcing. Right now, he's just avoiding us because he's afraid, and he's not stepping up because there's not the right food motivation, and that's not from a lack of the instructions, it's from the wrong type of diet coming into it.
You want to tilt it?
I want it right there. Nope, I want you to grab that corner of the towel.
That. Nope, nope, nope. I'm
Okay.
sorry, babe.
Sides.
I got nothing.
Struggling this, right?
I can't do it. The fear is too high. So as you can see, we're pretty much back where we started. He's under the chairs, but then he kind of beelines it for Shannon, steps on her foot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, lift your foot up. Shannon kind of freaks out because he's heading right for her. He slips off. It's a whole thing. So I finally have this moment of realization that we actually need to take Shannon out of the equation. Blah! Instead of being so focused on she's the only one that Murphy wants anything to do with and trying to utilize her and all this stuff, she's a kid. So she's constantly getting freaked out by this whole situation of wondering, is Murphy gonna tip over the edge and bite her? Is he gonna be okay? Is he gonna bite her out of fear? You know, all this stuff. So I'm finally like, you know what? Go sit over there, lift your legs totally up, turn your back on us, you don't exist. I wanna take Shannon out of the equation because one, the poor thing, like I feel like she's been made so uncomfortable. I'm also uncomfortable, but nobody feels bad for me. So there's that. And I just feel like taking her out of the equation will stop giving Murphy this extreme avoidance behavior. Like a huge part of our problem is that he keeps going to her to avoid everything else. So what if she's not an option? Then what? So you're about to see. And lift up your legs. Yep, you don't exist. Okay. Don't come to me. I'm scary. I'm so terrifying. Yep, 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 yep. Climb, climb. Okay. Don't climb down. Now what, Dave?
You'll go in? Okay, go in. Go in the cage. You're okay. Come on.
So I watch Murphy's owner struggle to try to get him to put himself inside the cage, but he has no idea what she's really asking. She's too fearful to have him step up because he's not great with her. We don't want to bring Shannon back into the equation and ask for a step up. He's fallen off of everybody too many times, so we're just not willing to risk it. So I eventually step in to see if I can help because I realize she's not getting anywhere on her own. Oh, nice.
Get in there! I'm so glad that was recorded.
Bravo.
I quit!
Exposure therapy. Come on.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you
There.
want that nut that I was showing you? Okay, cool.
Oh, you like it? Huh. Okay.
All right.